All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of Show and Tell What the Hell. And when you think that things cannot possibly get any better, life has a way of surprising you. Sorry to sound so dramatic, but I came across this today. I didn't think these were going to be coming out for another few months. Maybe I just don't read enough. But what we have here are the new Neca Leonardo and Shredder from the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I guess, collector's line at Target, exclusive to Target, by Neca. And these were just revealed at the New York Toy Fair. And which is pretty cool because a lot of people that don't follow this stuff will walk into a Target and be surprised by this. And that's the effect that I had today. In fact, this was a impulse buy. Meaning that I had payday isn't for another few days, and I'm really broke. But I said, "Oh, I need to get this," because I saw a whole bunch of them, and I just saw only two Leo and Shredders. I don't know if people had already grabbed them. I don't know. They just put these out. So I said, you know what? I don't want to miss out on these, and I think this is good. This is my favorite set. This is the one that really caught my attention. So, my favorite turtle, cartoon turtle, was Leo. And of course, I love this Shredder here. And we're going to open them up. But first, I want to look at the packaging here. You get a really cool picture of Leo. And you get to see some of the other figures in the line. You get to see Mikey and Raph both come with foot soldiers. Donatello comes with little Krang there with his little robot cyber suit. And it says on the back here, after being accidentally exposed to radioactive ooze, 4 ordinary household pets are, it says radioactive mutant. Household pets are transformed into a band of wisecracking, pizza-loving, villain-dicing adolescent reptiles. Meet Leonardo, the super cool sword-wielding leader, Raphael, the jokester-hurling manholes. Wait, okay. And one-liners in rapid succession. Donatello, the brain behind the brawn, and Michelangelo, the ice cream pizza-gobbling party animal. Whether it's facing fierce enemies or saving humanity from near extinction with the guidance of their sensei, these heroes in a half shell are always ready for straight out of the sewer action. Don't know if I've ever heard that put in those terms, straight out of the sewer action. Sounds sexy. Anyway, so here's a pretty cool picture of Leo and Shredder. And another thing of Shredder right there. A picture. Use your words. Anyway, so this artwork very reminiscent of the old Archie TMNT. So we are going to open this. I'm going to pause this, and that way you don't hear all that package opening noise. Or do you want to see an unboxing? Hey, YouTube, we're going to unbox this. This is so cool. I've always been a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. And, who is this? Leonardo? Yeah, I've always been a fan, and this is the evil Shredder, I believe. Yeah. And here we go. Yeah, awesome. Check these guys out. Yeah, here's your new Neca cartoon accurate Ninja Turtle Leonardo Shredder. And I'm just going to go over some of the articulation. He's got articulation in the legs. Again, I'm always careful with Neca. Neca. And get your ankle articulation. The plastic is very different from the movie Turtles. And they're a little tiny bit smaller. But this is kind of like the turtle, that I would have liked to have had when I was younger, with the articulation and whatnot. But what's interesting about this figure is that, let's get a close-up of that face there and the eyes. Now, this looks, of course, people are going to say, well, it looks like the turtle from the cartoon. It's like, yeah, it does, but at the same time, it's more similar to the turtles that you would see in the intro. First of all, what they did with the paint job is interesting. They actually added some shading, like toon cell shading there. A little bit on the bandana, back of the head. So he has different tones. Here's the back of the turtle shells, 2 little things that you could slip the swords into, little holsters. But yeah, it looks And I've always liked the intro way better than the animation. The intro was just amazing. So fast-paced and awesome paced. Uh, Look at the katanas here. The katanas don't necessarily look like the katanas that you're used to. They look a little bit more cartoony. I like that. Now he does, like the movie Turtles, he does have where you can switch out with different hands. So does Shredder. There you go. You got different hands. He comes with a little communicator device. It doesn't look like you can pull these things out. No. So it looks like it's always going to be closed. But that's fine. That's fine. You don't need it. It's just a good little accessory to have. And there is a canister of ooze. TCRI. Doesn't say that anywhere, but that's fine. Looks pretty cool too. Yeah, overall, an amazing Leonardo representation. Now, I like the face. I would prefer this over, let's say, was it Figure Arts or one of those Japanese brands that did some 6-inch scale turtle, really hyper-articulated figures that looked more so like the animated, I call them the friendly face turtles. These look like the turtles from the intro, the ones that look like Peter Laird's drawings almost. Like if Peter Laird said, here's what they're supposed to look like, and the executive said, well, can we give them eyeballs and different colored masks so people can tell, kids can tell them apart? And they came up with a pretty decent compromise, but then they started really softening their look throughout the episodes. And by the time you get the second season, they all kind of had this worried look on their eyes all the time, and this kind of expressionless smile. But this looks a lot like the intro, Leo, like he's ready to kick some ass. Now, these molds were used before by Neca, through a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And of course, they were based on the arcade video game, so they had little pixelation decos on there, which was fine. I never picked those up. Now, let's talk about Shredder here. This is probably one of the best representations of Shredder that I've seen. As far as the cartoon version, I believe there was some third-party or Japanese companies that put out something similar that was based on the black, gray, and purple getup. And of course, this was used for that cartoon. The video game, the arcade video game exclusive. Now, what's cool about this is that he's got a kind of shaped soft goods cape. It's coming off a little bit here, but not a big deal on the shoulder there. Let's put him back there. Let's put Leo back here for a second. And he's got a lot of this, very same articulation, but this is kind of like the Shredder I would have liked to have. I did like this design of Shredder. I like most Shredder designs. And yeah, he has a pretty decent expression. You can almost hear Uncle Phil's voice coming out of the Shredder. All right. Now, he does have also different hands that you could put in. Now, one of the, and I'll show you how they fit in. One of the cool little accessories that I'm really excited about, actually, is this little communicator. And you see, you never got this from the original line, and you finally get this for this line here. And it's a lot of times you'd see him communicating with Krang, and there's Krang's little face. There you go. Oh, Shredder. Oh, that turtles will. Yeah, I can do Krang all day. Krang was loosely based on Katharine Hepburn. Seriously. So we're pulling off one of these here. I wonder if it's going to fit on this hand. Oddly enough, the hand right here looks a lot like the original Shredder toy hand, which I'm going to actually show you all in a minute, just to get a little comparison that you can see. I'm going to take out this one here so he can have the sword. He didn't have the sword in too many episodes, but I got a little scared when I took those out. So make sure when you're taking out the hands, pull evenly out. Don't try to do it on one end or the other. And make sure that you're not in really cold or freezing temperatures when this is happening, or if it's too hot, because it may bend the plastic a little bit too much and snap off. And let's put the sword in here. A little bit different than Leo's. Just fine. He didn't have the sword too much in the episodes, but I remember in the video game he did. And look at that. Let's see if he can actually hold this. If not, then I'm going to use one of my trusty rubber bands. It looks like he can't really hold it, which is weird. Like, I always got weird about accessories where figures can't hold the accessories. But it kind of holds it there. It's going to fall off, but I have ways to resolve that. And oh, there, I found one of those ways right now. Hold on. You'll see what I'm going to show you in a minute, though, too. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out! Yeah. Oh, all right. This is what I'm going to have to do. These little things here, about a whole bag of these. And there you go. Easy breezy. Actually, let me go ahead and grab something else real quick, just to give you context. And just to give you an idea how big these guys are. These were the Playmate Classic Editions that never really, after a few figures, they never really put out any more. And it would have been nice to see some more happen. They were not promising, but they were hinting at possibly going further with some shredders. They didn't, which is cool, because now we got them. These are awesome, though. These came out, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And we never did get Shredder or Krang. Now we got a Shredder. And now Neca is going to be putting out a Rocksteady and Bebop. Probably a little bit more expensive than these were initially. These were probably about 20 bucks. But I still like these. The other ones look a little bit more cartoon accurate. I do like these because, surprisingly, for Playmates, they did have a lot of detail. But if you have these will still go well with a Shredder. You could even, you know, if you want a more angry, vicious, detailed-looking turtle villain, these were pretty good. Now, let me just put these away for a second here. Have them hanging out in the back. I need to find Bebop's gun, by the way. The Bop's a Bop. If you can find these guys on eBay, they're still worth getting. I don't know how much they go for right now. Someone let me know. So let's bust out this Shredder over here to compare this Shredder with. Now, this was also a exclusive, Neca Comic-Con exclusive that I jumped on. And I was actually able to pick these up relatively easy because a lot of people don't really care too much for the comic designs, it seems. But it looks like some of the spikes were reused from these two. So it's cool to get two different variations on Shredder. The helmet is different. It's more Mirage Turtle. The shoulder pads look exactly the same, and so do, what do you want to call these? Arm guards. The Shredder arm guards. The sword is also the same. It looks like same sculpt. But yeah, this is the Mirage Shredder. Very, very, very cool toy. And, you know, while I'm at it, let me bust out a foot soldier. Mirage foot soldier. Just to put in the background there. I don't know if this cape is removable. It looks like it's glued or something right there. But yeah, that's very cool to have this together. So there's, I mean, I really love the torso of this. He looks like he's been working out. Looks like he's been doing some leg lifts here, you know. When you're hanging out in the Technodrome and you don't got cable, you got shitty Wi-Fi, but you do have a really good workout room, you know, why not do some leg lifts? And let's bust out what we talked about the other day, movie Leo, and let's compare movie Leo with new Neca Leo. Yeah, way bigger, you can see. But then again, you know, the legs I've kind of posed where they're stretched out a little bit. But this is, I guess, the right size for a turtle. You know, I always thought they were a little smaller, about like 5'1", 5'2", 5'3" at the most. Yeah, both very good. Just so you can get a comparison of the height. You know, both capture the essence and spirit of Leonardo. Now, here's another thing that I'm going to want to do. Let's get Leo here, and let's get his original figure. Just to give you an idea of how big he is. Ah, Leo did a ninja flip there. compared to his original. Now, I don't know what Super 7 plans on doing with their turtles. And it was one of those things I was saying immediately. It's like, you know what? I think I'm just going to get Super 7's version and skip out on the Neca versions. But when I saw him today, it was a total impulse buy. Oh, total impulse buy there. But now I'm going to have to get them all. Y'all realize that. That's my rule. If I get one turtle, I'm going to have to get them all. I got this one first because it seemed like this is what people would go for more so than others. I do want to get Donatello next. Payday's coming up. So here's Leo with his original counterpart. You can get him into his original poses too. You know, you can get the legs the same way, which is cool. I wonder if Super 7 will be doing toy variations of these turtles. You can't. I wish that toes had some articulation. I can't find his other sword, but I could probably find one on eBay later on if I just don't end up looking for it. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Let's get S out of his face there. There you go, Leo. Yeah, so it can be about the same height. It's like getting one of these original figures. Head is not as squishy, of course. I got the squishy head here. Is this a squishy head? Oh, no, it's a hard head version. But you can also get him standing a little bit more straight here. And when you get him standing straight, you can see he pretty much towers over the original Leo, right? So let's get this out of the way here, and let's get Shredder here. I'm going to show you something pretty interesting. Oh, Shredder. There you go. Not using your ninja skills. Too accurate. He was always doing these little pratfalls and slips on the show. So here is your original Shredder, which I always thought was a weird figure. I think they were going for originally going for the Mirage colors and looks, and they did something weird with the paint where they painted over what was supposed to be the top of the helmet or the front part of the visor area of the helmet, and they painted eyebrows and paint. All of them had them like this. So, but for some reason his armor was blue. He did have the purple cape, but he was shirtless too. So a lot of people would end up losing the cape. Well, if you're like me, this is not my original. My original had a squeezy head. Well, this one's kind of squeezy. Yeah, this is this is one of the original squeezy head ones. They had hard head ones later on. For years I just had one that looked like he was half naked. But this is your Shredder comparison. Pretty interesting, huh? I would like to see if someone would do a variation and make like maybe now they can do an exclusive that looks like the original toy Shredder. I think a lot of kids out there were saying, well, how come Shredder on the TV show looks way different from the Shredder toy? And then later on they made some toys that kind of resembled this Shredder. I remember I had one with all sorts of spinny things. I forgot his name, but I still have him, and he has all these little spinny gizmos, but he had a red outfit. It looked more like the Mirage Shredder. But here's the interesting part too. Let's see if I can find that. Look at that with a hand there. It looks almost like you can do the same original turtle poses. Let me see something here. Ah, here's something interesting. Man, I kind of wish I got another one of these Shredders just to pull a hand out there. And let me take out Krang. Oh, Shredder. Dimension and Shredder. Rocksteady bebopper fool. So, here we go. Oh. I would like a bubble bath, Shredder. I like how Shredder and Krang were like an old married couple. Yeah. So if you want it, you can kind of recreate your old Shredder look like they're about to do a dance. Hey, yeah, pretty cool. I kind of want to do a custom if I could find another one of these. And I'm willing to throw money away, which I don't have. In a perfect world, I would do a custom shredder that resembled the original toy. Because that was a shredder I had. I always thought like he looked like he was playing football doing that. So yeah, you can recreate that. Let's do that one more time, folks. And goodbye. No, anyway, let me just stand these up here. And get all the group together. Come on, everyone. Take a group shot here. Group shot, turtle group shot. Get Leo here. And you got your Neca shredder. And I love being a turtle, folks. Bebop. You silly pig. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're going to want to pick these up. I'm not going to go out and say, hey, you know, these are... Oh, you know what's funny? Shredder does have foot articulation. Yeah, I don't need to tell you guys. These are pretty damn good toys. And me being a old school turtle fan... Oh, look, a little thing going on right there. Anyway, I mean, I'm an old school turtle fan. And these are, to me, I'm not as excited as others, but I can imagine the excitement that people may have to finally get these turtle figures out. And I'm happy for you guys. If you find these, go get them. If you like these better than the movie figures. I'm more excited about the movie figures, to be honest. But, again, force of habit, I'm just going to have to get all of these. I actually do want to get that Crank figure. And Donatello for sure next. And I like the foot soldiers. Again, I would love to get some custom foot soldiers too. I'd like to get the arcade looking ones. I spent a lot of time in the arcade. So of course I'm going to want to make a white one. A yellow one with a little gun. But yeah, I'd be interested to know what other figures you may want to see that are cartoon based. I would actually like to see a Casey Jones, because I did like the Casey Jones in the cartoon. I did like the April. Ooh, that would be nice. A Baxter Stockman, Baxter the Fly. A lot of people like Slash, but I mean, he didn't even come out till later on in the show. And he sounded like Bobcat Goldthwait. But there's Mousers. It'd be cool to get, you know, a Baxter Stockman with Mousers that came with him. What else would be cool? Just thinking offhand. There weren't too many cool cartoon characters. I mean, I was a big fan of Vernon. I thought he was hilarious. Oh, man. That would be a little too excessive, but I always liked the mutant frogs. And you could use the same mold over and over again. You know, make Genghis and Rasputin and Attila. Oh, that'd be nice. Anyway, I'm just daydreaming here, folks. You've been watching Show and Tell What the Hell. Leonardo Shredder. I can't believe these are out already. That's just surprising. So that's why I just got these today, opened them up, impulse buy, and wanted to show and talk some turtle with you guys. But until next time, I don't know what I'm going to be showing next. But I'm hoping I got a few ideas here for you guys, and hopefully I'll enjoy it. Take care, and we will see you later on. Let's make the shredders do that. We will see you later on.